In the vast realm of alternative theories and historical mysteries, one that has gained attention but often finds itself relegated to the fringes of mainstream discourse is the mud flood theory. This theory posits a radical reinterpretation of certain historical events, suggesting that a mysterious and catastrophic event involving mud may have reshaped the course of human history. Despite its intrigue, the mud flood theory has been met with skepticism and is rarely discussed in mainstream narratives. This video aims to delve into the core aspects of the theory and explore why it has not gained widespread acknowledgement. The mud flood theory. The mud flood theory is an intriguing and controversial hypothesis that challenges conventional historical narratives. According to proponents of this theory, a mysterious and catastrophic event involving massive amounts of mud occurred in the 18th and 19th centuries, reshaping landscapes and leaving behind peculiar architectural anomalies. The central claim suggests that entire cities may have been affected, resulting in buildings with windows and doors partially buried underground. Key evidence cited by supporters of the mud flood theory includes photographs and accounts from the 19th century depicting structures with unexplained features. These anomalies, such as buildings seemingly sunk into the ground and basement-like structures beneath older constructions, fuel the speculation that a significant and forgotten mud-related cataclysm altered the course of history. Despite its intrigue, the mud flood theory faces considerable skepticism and limited acknowledgement within mainstream circles. Critics argue that the theory lacks solid empirical evidence and relies heavily on the interpretation of architectural peculiarities. The scientific community, in particular, demands more rigorous validation before considering such alternative historical narratives. The lack of widespread acknowledgement of the mud flood theory is attributed to various factors, including the fear of discrediting established historical narratives, historical inertia, and a perceived absence of scientific validation. Suppressed knowledge. One of the primary reasons the mud flood theory remains on the fringes of historical discourse is the apparent lack of acknowledgement from mainstream academics and historians. Critics argue that the theory lacks solid empirical evidence and relies heavily on interpretation of architectural anomalies. However, proponents contend that there may be intentional suppression of information, preventing a more comprehensive exploration of the theory. The suppression hypothesis suggests that certain institutions may be actively discouraging research into alternative historical narratives that challenge established beliefs. The implications of a cataclysmic mud flood could be far-reaching, potentially requiring a re-evaluation of historical timelines and the narratives surrounding major events. Historians and academics often hesitate to entertain unconventional theories that lack mainstream support, as doing so may jeopardize their credibility within established academic circles. The fear of professional backlash and the potential damage to reputations may discourage scholars from engaging with theories considered fringe or pseudoscientific. The inertia of historical narratives also plays a role in sidelining alternative theories. Over time, certain historical accounts become deeply ingrained in public consciousness, forming the basis for educational curricula and cultural understanding. The introduction of a theory challenging these narratives can face significant resistance, as it requires a re-evaluation of widely accepted beliefs and a restructuring of historical perspectives. One critical aspect that hinders the acceptance of the mud flood theory is the perceived absence of rigorous scientific validation. While some argue that photographic evidence and architectural anomalies support the theory, mainstream scholars often demand more robust scientific methodologies and empirical data. Without comprehensive scientific backing, alternative theories like the mud flood theory struggle to gain traction in academic circles. The mud flood theory, with its captivating premise of a forgotten cataclysm reshaping our history, remains on the periphery of mainstream discourse. Whether due to intentional suppression, fear of discrediting, historical inertia, or a lack of scientific validation, this alternative theory faces significant obstacles in gaining widespread acceptance. While skepticism is healthy in scientific inquiry, the reluctance to explore unconventional narratives may hinder our understanding of the past and limit our ability to unearth the mysteries that lie beneath the surface of established historical accounts.